done nothing and the workers are leaving.
Wait.
Kenny, look. We got a gold mine.
We gotta go mine.
Well, that was a look at Gold, a tale of adventure and obsession, starring Matthew McConaughey. For his take on this and a look at the week's other new movies, I want to bring in film critic Richard Crouse. Good to see you, Richard.
Nice to see you.
Okay, so let's start with Gold. What did you think?
Well, Gold is kind of loosely based on Briex. I think we all kind of remember when that happened. And it's the story of Kenny Wells, played by Matthew McConaughey. He is a third-generation prospector. His grandfather goes to Nevada and literally carves out ore and starts a company 100 years ago. Then his father takes over and turns it into a multi-million-dollar concern. Kenny Wells drives it into the ground. They lose the office. They end up working out of a bar where the liquor and bad ideas flow equally. And then he hears about an ore lode in Indonesia. And he thinks, okay, I got to go check this out. They do the test. It looks like this mountain is made of gold. They get investors. People can't stop throwing money at them. Turns out, though, that there might not be as much gold as they originally thought. So you have a story here that's all about these prospectors. And he says something really kind of cool at one point. And who is a prospector? And he says it's someone who believes that there's something out there, which is kind of inspiring and sort of cool. It's about belief, except that Matthew McConaughey is so big in this movie. Literally, he's gained 50 pounds and he shaved his head to do it. But his performance is so big, he's chewing the scenery here almost as if acting is going to be declared illegal tomorrow and he wants to do as much of it right now as he possibly can. So it kind of took away from the movie for me that this performance was so kind of manic in the middle of the story. So for me, it's a 2.5 out of 5 stars.
Oh, okay. Michael Fassbender, Trespass Against Us.
Yeah, Trespass Against Us is a smallish movie. Brendan Gleeson, Michael Fassbender. Gleeson is the patriarch of a band of Irish criminals. They live outside of town in trailers. They only go into town where they're going to rob somebody or commit a crime. And then Michael Fassbender, who has grown up this way, decides that he wants out. He wants a better and different life for his wife, for his 2 kids, and he butts heads with his father. So it's about daddy issues. It's about a life of crime. It's about aspiring to something. Except that the characters, even though they're based on real life people, are so boring.
I was going to say, I'm sensing a butt coming here.
Yeah, there's a butt on this one. And Michael Fassbender is a very charismatic actor. Brendan Gleeson is a great actor. But even they can't really breathe much life into these dull, lifeless characters. So that's a 2 out of 5 star movie for me.
We're going on the downward spiral here. Let's bring it back up, because you really liked The Red Turtle.
I did. The Red Turtle is an animated film, but it's not for kids. This is a kind of like a silent movie almost. There's music and there are some sounds, but there's no dialogue. It's the story of a castaway. He is alone on an island. There's no volleyball with him. There's no Man Friday. There's none of that. He is kept accompanied by a giant red turtle, which at first he figures he's going to eat to stay alive, decides not to, and then the movie becomes about figuring out man's place in nature, the relationship to the environment, all that kind of stuff. It is beautiful. As I said, it's kind of like a silent movie in that it adheres to the golden rule of filmmaking, which is show me, don't tell me. And you will have no trouble figuring this thing out. But keep in mind, it may look beautiful, it may kind of look like a kid's movie, but this is about existential drama. It's not for kids. So it's 4 out of 5 stars for me.
Okay, and I want to end on what I find quite a fascinating plot line here in the German film Toni Erdmann.
Yeah, this is the Red Turtle's nominated for Best Animated Film this year, and Toni Erdmann is nominated for Best Foreign Film. It's a German movie about a father who's kind of a relic from the 60s. He's a free spirit, he's a prankster. His daughter is the complete opposite. She is a button-down oil company executive, and they just really, they're oil and water. They don't mix. He does a surprise visit in Bulgaria where she's working. She's not happy about it, eventually asks him to leave, but instead of leaving the country, he goes out, he gets a wig and some strange teeth, and he starts to insinuate himself into her life. She'll be having dinner with some colleagues, and he plops himself down, announces that, hi, I'm Toni Erdmann, life coach, and I've worked with her for years. And this way, they kind of, he tries to build a relationship with her. This is a movie that's about 2.5 hours long. It takes its time getting where it's going, but I really like spending time with these characters. So 4 out of 5 stars for me.
Good way to end the chat and the week.
Yep.
Happy Friday, Richard.
Nice to see
Our
you.
film critic, Richard Crouse.